Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 109 of Trials and Trebuchets. I'm your Dungeon Master, Luke, and joining me are my players.
Hello, my name is Ben, and I play the level 6 gnome wizard, Windsor Wallaby, along with his cuddly little companion, Mr. Wiggles.
Oh, hello there, Ben. Hello there, Luke. It's me,
Hi.
Carla, and I play the level 6 Tiefling Roguelock, level 5 Rogue, level 1 Warlock, Integrity Idle Berry. Run, Integrity, run!
Oh my god.
All right.
This is peak
Hi,
comedy.
I'm Sarah, and I play Mira Marchand, the level 6 half-elf bard. Two roads diverged in Issithel, and I took the one where bees did die, and that has made all the difference.
Wow.
That's beautiful. And my name is Sam, and I play the level 6 human sorceress, Serenep Cinderman. And though my buddy is now gone, the buddy system is still in place if someone else take my hand.
Yeah, just the four of you stand around in a circle holding hands for the rest of the arc.
To move forward, we have to take a rotation of this.
Yeah,
Group.
we'll just have more and more personal questions going around in a circle, and you must answer truthfully.
Or else,
You'll die.
oh
Die.
no, the power of
And
Isabel.
last time on Trials and Trebuchets, Mira and Integrity hiked with Dessa's team, losing foot races, chatting about their favorite warlock literature, and getting safety warnings before venturing off on their own and finding frozen, dead bees. During that time, Winsler, Serenep, and Ira Alaro had a calm tea party on the edge of Pitter, playing cards and killing time. After the team gathered in Pitter, Ira ran off, after extensive hugging and hand-holding by the cousins, to find her friends and teammates, leaving Swim alone to do their business in Pitter. Which is where we find ourselves now, in the highly saturated plain of Issithil, in the clearing town settlement of Pitter. There's a large tree made of many trunks wrapped together like a big tree.
Wow. In the city of Townsville.
Narratively beautiful language.
Oh, Townsville.
There's baskets hanging, as I've described many times. There's a wiggling purple conical house in the crescent-shaped aquamarine lake. Doesn't seem to be any large rock people around, unfortunately, and some of the vines have encroached mightily on the town. The four of you stand here dressed clad in brightly colored ponchos and heavy backpacks. What's up? What's the plan? You don't have a mentor? There's no rules, no laws, only fun.
Let's throw a rager.
With us just all kind of here hanging out, Serenep is going to bring this thought to the group itself and say, I understand our next step would be to go and get our blessings from the elders. As we don't have artists with us, would it be seen as rude if we went there without him, or would we be okay? Did he say anything about...
He basically said that to do our thing and that he would reunite with us. I think he said at the marsh. So I feel like we should probably get that done early, just because if we hang out in the plane for a long time and we don't, that would be ruder.
that's very true.
Yeah. You make a point.
So we're going to say hi and say, hello, please welcome us into your plane, and then we'll go to the marsh.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we need to do. As long as we can figure out the way, then we should be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's what we planned to do. So we'll stick to the plan.
Yeah.
We might also need to make a pit stop along the way.
What did
before
you
we
do?
leave.
Why?
Oh, to the pet store?
I have to, I'm gonna point to the wibbling, wobbling
Oh.
purple house.
It wiggles and waggles and wobbles and wobbles with great joy in the water.
I don't recall Celty ever telling me or us where Ferdinand is, so I feel like we might need to speak with her to get an idea of where we are supposed to go.
Can't you just send her a letter?
What?
She creeps me out a little bit.
I could technically write a letter, but she's also right over there.
Winsler points to the house 200 feet away.
I'm not comfortable going inside the house, but if you need to go in there, I can.
I mean, you don't gotta go in the house. It's mostly I need to get the information from her because it's kind of my mess that I started.
Can you promise that when you.
Also, I saw her doing some stuff in there, and I'm a little scared.
Do you want like someone to go in with you, or like should we stay out here?
If you wanna come in and side with me, I would probably not, turn away the help.
If okay, here's my big question. If we don't go in there with you, what are the chances of you coming back outside with another part of you missing? And she stares at him like very like don't lie to me right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question to ask.
I can't make any promises in that regard.
In that case, we probably have to
So
go
what
inside.
I'm hearing, yes.
So Salty doesn't bully you out of more of your soul or a fingernail or a tooth or
Bully me.
hair. I don't know. You want us to come inside with you.
Your soul.
Last time she had cookies with the y'all's face on it.
Who's
which was
Who's
a little-
closer? Celty or the one of the elders?
One of the elders, probably.
I thought the elders were in one place.
The Crescent Lake goes like around this little it like goes it encircles would be the word almost entirely the tree where Gola Pedra lives in.
Okay.
So there's like a little for those of you who don't often make trips to Isithil and visit Celti, there's a small rope that connects like her porch to the actual shore that has like a little wash tub raft that you would sit in and like pull yourself over to get into the house. That is slightly closer to you all than the entrance to this tree where Gola Pedra lives.
Cool.
So what's the order of operations? Do we go Celti or do we go Elder first?
Who wants to flip a coin?
Elder first
Yeah.
might be a good idea.
Let's get like the blessing and permission of being here first before we deal with all that. And she gestures
Probably
to
a
the
good
kiosk
idea.
as well before we deal with all this.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
Gola Petra's scary.
But I'm more scared of Celti.
That is true. Both are scary.
That's bold.
So
It's
the
a
four of you make your way across this clearing into this large tree. It is dark and damp in here, although a bit warmer than it is outside. It seems to be kind of insulated from the autumn Isithil weather. And you stand inside of this hollow tree, massive in size. One of the trunks spirals around the inside, almost making a ramp. If you wanted to go up and speak to the speaker for the first, who lives in the baskets above, you would take this to go up, but it also spirals down into the earth, and you stand kind of like on the edge of this wide trunk. It's probably 10 or 15 feet in diameter, so you have no risk of like really falling off. It's quite large, and there's just a open pit into the ground in front of you. Where you've stood before and spoke to Gola Pedra. What do you say?
Serenup's keeping her eyes down and on her feet. She's not saying anything yet.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Are we all supposed to say a thing, or is one of us supposed to say a thing for everyone? Because last time it was
Each of us say a thing.
Okay. We are honored to be in your presence, and we request your great and wonderful blessing, please. And thank you.
Oh, wonderful and great Gola Pedra. We humbly request your permission to wander these lands that you watch over. Please and thank you. Oh, great one. Gola Pedra.
Oh, great, gracious Gola Pedra. Please allow us to walk through the forest of your grace. Thank you.
As a side thing, I'm just imagining that for some reason Gola Pedra isn't there, but we're just talking into this. It's just space.
It's like, oh, Gola Pedra's taking a nap.
Serenuph, what do you say?
As she's keeping her eyes down, she says, Gracious and mighty Golpedra, we apologize for stepping into your home. We will not be here long. If granted permission, we wish to continue our studies as we had during our last visit. And we hope that we have your blessing to continue with our journey and studying here.
As you four stand here, eyes fixed on the ground, I would hope, and speaking these words of praise and asking for permission to be here from the second eldest, Golapedra, you hear your voices echo in this tree. You hear no scuttling nor any response.
So is that a yes or a no, guys?
I think we should ask first, just in case if we do move and it's seen as rude.
Good point.
Just in case.
You could make religion checks to make sure,
Ooh.
because this
Oh,
is
yeah, sure.
a godly kind of thing.
Religion check.
Sure.
Ooh, bad roll.
Do I even know
That
what
is a total of
religion-
4.
That is a total.
I got
I don't know fuck about Isabel.
I got 16.
14 plus 2 is also 16, yes.
Nice.
I got 7 plus 7, which is 14.
Wow,
Nice.
really good spread, everyone.
You die.
All of you instantly. Roll for new characters.
Thunder strikes.
Integrity,
lightning.
Serenepth, Winsler, typically when you address, like in your lives experience, addressing deities or religious things, which Golapedra and the eldest kind of tie into the whole religion here, or like the religion of Isithil and all that, right? Because do not forget that Isithil is a god on your plane and all others. Typically addressing like an actual being, they would respond to you, right? If they were present. Mira, super normal. You pray to gods, you talk to angels and all this other stuff. If you're into that kind of thing, you do not always get answers, and you just need to take it in faith, you know? That's where that's how it goes.
Siltrin works in mysterious ways.
Yeah. So, take that how you will.
All right.
I think Serenepth would just, because like we don't hear anything for a little bit, and
Correct.
shared that if she misinterprets this, what happened last time would probably happen again.
Mm-hmm.
And so she says, as we have not, like, is there, like, there's no noise whatsoever in this tree, is that correct?
You hear creaking and groaning of wood.
Okay.
You hear no
think-
scuttling. You hear no creepy voice emanating from below. You feel no hands pulling on your hair or anything. Nothing. It's a still scene.
I think she's just gonna say, I apologize if I lift my head that it is perceived as rude, but as we have not heard from you, great Golapedra, I will lift my head, and I am so sorry if that's not polite to you. I'm not so familiar what to do in this situation. And she lifts her head.
You lift your head and see the inside of a hollow tree. It's dark in here. If you were to look down, you'd see some slight spider webs, large in size. And if you were to look up, you would see a hollow opening in a tree and the path that leads upwards into the canopy. You see no sign of Golapedra.
Oh,
here.
but she feels his presence everywhere.
Nah.
No.
No,
Right,
I just meant
Yeah.
it as like
Yeah.
You knocked
she's
on
like
their
super
door.
on
God's
edge. She's
not
on
home.
edge the entire time she is in here, basically.
Yeah.
God is not home.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
no Golapedra here.
Okay. I guess the next step
Should-
is to go up and say and find the speaker for the first maybe?
So do you think we got the blessing?
Maybe?
What,
I don't know.
Well, we didn't get
What if you-
smoten, smiten, so
Smitten?
that's...
Smited?
No, I think that's a different thing. But that's a
Obliterated?
good sign, yeah?
So I think we
Um,
can go upstairs next and also give our thanks and and ask for a blessing, and then I think we're okay to leave the, I don't know.
Integrity.
Can you please jog my memory? So all the elders live within the same
Nope.
area?
I thought I
No.
lived on the tree.
So
Super no.
Golopedra is just, we can just meet her in this place.
Golopedra lives in this tree and is like super close to where you get into Isithil and is the second eldest, and the first eldest happens to like have the speaker living in this tree.
Yeah.
It's not that every single elder lives in this tree like roommates. That would
No,
be very
I just
funny,
knew that
though.
we had to go up the stairs to then talk to the speaker.
Mhm.
I didn't realize.
Yeah. Is that what you would all like to do? Go up and talk to the speaker
Sure.
for the first?
Yeah.
Why not? I
Kind
guess.
of repeat the steps of what we did last time to make sure.
It'd be nice to get a confirmed blessing from somebody.
Mhm.
A blessing is
Mhm.
better than none at all.
Yes.
So you all, after waiting in the silence for an awkward amount of time, as Sereneth kind of mutters like, I'm sorry if I look up and you're there, and I'm really sorry, out of presumably fear, make your way up this tree trunk towards the canopy. You climb into the air a great distance, and are now up top. You see a large wicker basket sitting in the branches of this tree, where you know the speaker for the first to be. There's a small, regular-sized door on there that you can easily open if you'd like.
Should we
I'm
knock
going
first?
to open the door.
Should we knock first? Like, what if they're doing something?
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah, let's knock.
Let's all knock at the
You
same
knock.
time.
You all knock 4 simultaneous knocks.
But they're only going to think it's one knock because they're so simultaneous that it just sounds like one really loud person knocking. They're like,
No,
oh,
no, no,
Integrity's
we each-
here.
Okay, no, okay. We'll do rock, paper, scissors, and we'll choose who knocks first. And then in succession of that first knock, the next person knocks once, next person knocks once, next
You could
person.
just do it. You could do it in order of height too.
Oh.
So Sereneth, and then Mira, and then Integrity, then Winsler.
Oh, that's so true.
Okay.
Regardless,
Let's
you
knock on
all
the door.
knock on the door, and you hear. Make perception checks.
Perception.
15 plus
4.
3. 18.
Starts with a P. That's a 19. Yeah, 19.
That's a nat 1.
Okay.
I can't hear shit.
Integrity. What did you get?
4.
Oh, okay. Mira and Sereneth, you hear a rumbling kind of sound on the other side of this door, but it doesn't seem to be like moving. It just seems to be like you hear a rumbling on the other side of the door. It doesn't seem like anything is coming to open the door, or nothing replies to the knocks on the door. You just hear this rumbling.
Okay, so there is someone inside.
Should we just go in? It maybe didn't hear us?
Yeah, I guess we can use this. If they get upset, we can just say like we did knock on the door. I guess.
Yeah.
Sereneth is going to bring her hand down to the door itself and like. Is there a knob on the door, or is it just like a plank or whatever?
There's absolutely a knob on the door.
Oh hell yeah! She touches that and kind of turns it to open it.
Okay, you open the door and awkwardly open it slowly, like, I hate to intrude. And inside you see the straw-covered ground in here in this large basket, and sitting cross-legged in the very center of the room is a large goose, who you know to be the speaker for the first. They are sitting cross-legged, or not cross-legged, they're sitting like a large goose would sit with their legs folded beneath them, right? As birds do. And they're just up completely upright, and their eyes seem to be rushing different colors, almost like changing by the second between different saturated colors.
Like, do they look hypnotized? Do they look like they're...
They look to be in like a trance of some sort or something adjacent to that. Yeah.
have we seen
Yeah.
anything like this? Like the last time we were here, and it's been a while, so I can't quite remember if like.
No, they were like, "Oh, howdy" last time and like
Okay.
conversing with you and hanging
Is
out.
it the same kind of
and
trance as
you-
like when we were at like the Wraithrin house and Elric was like staring at that thing that was a bunch of different colors?
That's an interesting connection. I would say that they're both trances and they both involve different colors. That one had a lot of aurora colors, Mira, right? So like the and like almost pastelish colors, I would say as well. This one is bright neon saturated colors, and it's not like when Elric was looking at that lamp, his eyes were like turning those colors. It's just like they glazed over and he was like out of it. This is the goose has multicolored eyes that are shifting second to second. And you hear from its throat a guttural rumbling sound.
Serenep's gonna.
So we've
step-
never heard of this at all.
Sounds.
You've never
weird.
experienced it. I'm not. Have you heard of it? That's an interesting question. You could give me, if you're curious, Integrity Idleberry level 6 Tiefling Roguelock, you could give me another religion check, or any of the rest of you, if you're extremely interested in this or this goings-ons.
I read
You
a
could
lot
give
of books.
another
Maybe I
religion
heard
check.
something about it.
Yes.
That is a 14.
That is a 12.
I got a 10.
Is that a 16 or yeah, that's a 16 and a 1 is a 17.
Mira, it seems to you some sort of communing, right? Like this seems like some sort of like they are in a religious trance, as it were, right?
Okay.
This might be some part of some ceremony or ritual or some sort of thing, but you definitely know that it is a type of communing. Yeah.
Okay, they're in a Zoom meeting, they have their headphones on. Let's not bug them right now.
But
No,
they're okay, right? Like.
Oh, I think like I don't know. The vibe that I get is that they're maybe like having a vision, like they're talking to like Shinpem or someone else, maybe like in some kind of like ceremonial thing, maybe.
Okay.
What if you write a note and say, "Hi, we came in and you were not available, but we just wanted to ask permission to be
Well, we
here,
can't- well,
and
wait,
we
can't
can
just leave
proceed."
We
Why
can't
don't
just
we
leave
wait?
a note.
Like
Yeah,
let's
let's-
not
let's just,
interrupt
like,
them.
wait.
Let's not. Yeah, let's just like hang out by the doorway and just be patient. And if they're taking like an extra long time, maybe then we can think about leaving a note. But like we might have just caught them at a bad time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to check my watch. That doesn't exist. Okay, I guess we
Just
can
checked
do
our
that.
arm.
How long do you plan on waiting?
I think you give it maybe like half an hour.
I just
Yeah.
don't want to wait too long because they did say that you shouldn't stay in Pitter for too long.
Mhm.
So
Well, we
I'm just
technically
going to
just
raise
got-
that to everyone.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because I don't think we know really what time it is right now, do we?
Nope. Let's
Sky is bright.
let's
But
wait.
Integrity
seems
always
to
knows
be-
what time it is.
Integrity knows what time it is on the material plane.
That's fair.
Mm.
So it's roughly, if my calculations are correct, it would probably be around 1:15 a.m. on the material plane.
Okay.
Integrity.
Okay.
Okay.
I
So for
say
30,
I say we
30
give it
minute
half an hour.
chill out. Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all play cards or just chat about stuff.
More cards.
More
did,
cards,
did you
Zay.
all hear about Mira meeting birds looking for a warlock?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. It was super, super weird.
What?
Like
Wait.
there was
wait.
okay, like when I was looking for Ira, there was like birds, and then I talked to them with my coat, and they were like, warlock, give me a warlock," and like I was like, I don't know any warlocks. Do you know any warlocks? Because like Integrity doesn't, and I don't know what was going on with that. It was super weird.
And when Mira says integrity doesn't, I'm definitely going to shake my head like really super fast.
Okay.
Mm.
Weird stuff.
Mm.
Do the two of you know any warlocks?
Nope.
There was
Okay,
like,
that sounded more
um,
suspicious than Integrity talking about it, which is
No.
saying
Yeah.
something.
like I've read some history books that kind of talk about them. There was like this teen book series I read at one point that had like
Oh my God.
a warlock. I don't remember what it was called, but there's a couple of different things about warlocks in the library. But like, do I personally know any? I don't believe so.
Probably not, of course, because they don't exist like right now, right? Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So you wait for 30-ish minutes. This rumbling, this guttural rumbling, and the colors on this the speaker for the first's eyes, they never stop in that time. If anything, they get like deeper, and it goes from like a to like a like almost like it's gonna yell at a certain point, but then it like will fade back down. It just seems to be deep in communion.
What if we talk to them with like message or something? Like, because they're talking about something in their head. If we also talk to them in their head, on one hand that might be rude and it might be interrupting them. On the other, they might hear us.
Well, like if we speak aloud, would they be able? Like, I understand that they can't like speak to us currently, but maybe if we speak to them, like just out loud and explain everything, then maybe that would, because like we don't want to interrupt, because like apparently like what they're doing is probably really important, and it might be rude to interrupt them by going into their mind, but like if we speak aloud, maybe they can hear around them.
I mean, they're sitting right over there. If they would have heard us, I'm sure they would have heard us talking in this whole time, right? If that was it.
That's true.
Then again, we haven't really been talking about like things that they would have to answer so far. Like they wouldn't have to listen to us, you know what I mean?
Hey, speaker, do you know any warlocks?
I was gonna make the joke, but I didn't want to like.
As soon as Serenum says that, Integrity is going to be like, "How are you? Do we know its name?"
Speaker for the first is its name.
How are you, speaker for the first elder?
The rumbling, guttural, groaning goose noise continues. The eyes shift in many colors. The goose's head turns like 90 degrees, and it just looks over at the far wall and like raises its beak at the sky and lets out a
Oh my God.
Almost like a scream, and then it resumes looking straight forward, and the eyes shift in many different colors. The left eye in a different, like in like the cold hues, and the right eye in the warm hues, and this rumbling of the throat continues.
I don't think that worked very well.
I think Serenup's, I'm guessing that when they moved to the side, she kind of like sat down to like wait for the time.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna get up and go back into the nest itself.
Yes.
And
I'd assume this was what happened, yeah.
She's gonna kind of step forward to be like in front of the speaker, and she's going to bow and say,
"Okay.
I'm sorry if we're interrupting you in any way. We are the students from Wildcliff who are continuing our studies from our last visit. And we were hoping to get the blessing to be here from the elders. And we know that you are busy with something currently. We were just hoping to quickly interrupt you, hopefully get the blessing to be here, and then we will leave you to your work."
Mm.
And then she bows one more time after that.
Okay. And are the other three of you just standing kind of behind Serenap at this point?
Yep.
Yeah, very
Yes.
awkwardly, like.
Yes.
Scary goose.
Serenap, as you're like bowing down, I think all of you around the same time would feel snow start to fall on you, because like the top of this place is not closed. There are no leaves to give any coverage. You just feel a very gentle snow begin to fall upon you. The speaker for the first seems to not respond in any way, either positively nor negatively. They seem to take no It does not seem to bother them or perturb them in any way when you bow down and say these things to out loud, Serenepth.
Guys,
Does it look like real snow?
It looks like real snow, yeah.
Guys, it's getting cold out, and Dessa again had said that it's probably not safe to spend the night in this area. I think we should just try to talk to it with magic.
Okay.
I think we should too.
I got mine, Spike.
Oh my gosh.
Just pull out the magical drill and see what's in there.
Serenep is going
Hello, can you hear me?
is going to try and cast message to the speaker of the first elder.
Okay.
And she's basically going to repeat what she had already said.
Yep.
And like she's going to point and basically repeat what she had just said.
Do you speak Celestial?
Oh no, I have to go through the darker parts of my list of what I can do or not.
I think historically y'all don't speak Celestial.
No, I don't.
Let me check.
I don't. I know the opposite of celestial.
Devil.
Yeah.
Devil
Infernal.
speak. I speak
I
devil.
know common, elvish, draconic, sylvan, not celestial.
Okay. In your head, what sounds like harps ring and like a chorus of like loud but beautiful voices ring out in your head in response.
Be
to
not
what you say,
afraid.
Serenepth. But literally what sounds like an orchestra or just like 90 harps ring out and then a chorus of beautiful voices sing angrily in your head. Serenepth.
I'm going to respond back by saying, I'm so sorry. I do not have the
Got
knowledge.
it. Message received.
No, I think what she's going to say here is, I apologize. I have not the knowledge nor the education to comprehend your voices. Could you please speak to me in common so that I may understand your word, please?
You hear a ringing of harps and more discordant a chorus of voices, as though there's a disagreement amongst them in what to respond to you. It's definitively different, like beautiful singing voices replying to you in a language you do not speak, though.
Even though I do not understand the words, can I understand like the emotion behind it?
You can insight check it, yeah.
Okay.
Sure. It's very overwhelming, I would also add. Like it feel like, you know, when you almost like can hear you can hear your heartbeat and it almost like fills your head. It's similar to that, except harps and things singing, right?
Natural 20.
Okay. The intent is the first intent was welcoming. The second intent is messier. Some welcome, others, when you say I don't speak this language, there's like a strong overwhelming sense to get of anger almost, and then some of like apathy, and then a bit like a small remnant which is welcoming of you. But that first message when you first said we're the students of Wildcliff and yada yada, right, that there was a welcoming response to that.
Okay, I think she's gonna take that as the welcome, and I think
A+, all clear.
before she turns to the others, she's going to, because like she would assume that they could understand her, though she could not understand them, because like when you think gods, you think of like their like knowledge and omnipresence and that kind of stuff, so like they would know what you are saying to them. I think she would then say, I'm terribly sorry if my request had offended you. I don't wish to speak as such. I'm trying to think of what else she would say here. She would 100% apologize for if it came off.
You get a single very short message that in common, in a voice you've not heard, that is not the speaker's voice, that is not Gola Pedro's voice, that just says, "Leave, we are speaking."
Okay. She will take a step back and say verbally, "I'm so sorry to have interrupted your meeting. We will take our leave." And she will bow one more time.
Yeah.
And then turn to the others and kind
Okay.
of wave them to get out of the room.
And Ross are probably like, so annoying. We're just trying to chat here.
Well, wait, did they hear the person say leave?
No.
So, yeah, she's going to turn
No.
around and just kind of wave them to get out of the room. And before she closes the door, she will say, "Thank you for your time once again." And she will close the door.
As you close the door, you hear another rumbly scream emit from this speaker for the first. As the snow continues to fall, softly. It's like light and powdery snow. It's not utterly cold. You can probably see your breath in the air at this point, however.
She's going to turn to the others and say, "Though I don't have a concrete answer, they were welcoming to us from being for Wildcliff. They're in the middle of an important conversation." And so that's why I kind of got us out of there, because they're busy with stuff. They welcomed us, it seemed, to Isithil, and they were welcoming to us continuing our work.
So we're good then.
I believe so, yes.
That sounds good to me.
Okay. Good. I'm glad.
Oh, shit, I didn't ask if they knew any warlocks.
Celties?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop the joke now.
We have a
Sounds good.
position
But, yeah.
open. Would you like to apply?
So what
I wonder
now?
whose voice that is.
I don't know.
So shall we go to Celti now?
Time to go to Celti.
Yep.
All right.
I wonder what she
Okay.
has in store.
I'm not
Oh my
gonna find
god,
out.
we're all gremlins.
And then
So you all descend back to the ground level. You make your way over to this small wash basin and all crowd inside. The edge of the wash basin is a couple centimeters above the water level. And as you pull this rope and pull your makeshift ferry over to Celti's porch, a bit of the water splashes in. It's freezing cold. You do not want to fall into this. It would probably be catastrophic, I think. But you make your way over and stand on Celti's porch. This large purple conical wiggling home that is in the water. There's a large door made of wood, which has a sign fastened to it in many different languages that just asks that you knock before you come in.
3-time knock.
You knock, Winsler, 3 confident times. You hear of the door, and you can open it with ease and enter into Celti's store.
In we
Inside.
go.
Inside, you see the interior is a deep red. There is blue accent pieces every here and again. There's a small loft space with storage, a central spiral staircase made of wrought iron. There are counters around the room, this main floor, that have small glass, some of them being little glass store boxes, some of them almost looking like a ceramic pedestal that you might put a cake on if you ran a bakery. These kinds of things, different display items, all of which lovingly labeled with a handwritten little label. The stock of things that is out on display seems low relative to the other times you've been here. And in one side of the room, there's like a small kitchen area with a big stove chained to the walls, notably. With 3 chains, so it's like hanging in the center of the room, is a gigantic cauldron made of wrought iron. And you can see and feel, like when you enter, you feel this heat. And there's just this little floating fire beneath this cauldron, and it seems to be boiling and bubbling. Celti herself is up on a very large stepladder. The cauldron is probably 10 feet off of the floor. Like the lip of the cauldron is probably 10 feet off of the floor. And so she's up on this very steep stepladder that's actually even balanced some more on some books so that it's like level and a bit higher. And she will turn to the four of you when you walk in, holding a probably immense wooden spoon. The handle diameter of the spoon alone is probably like 10 inches. So she's holding it with
Jesus.
her two hands, like fingernails dug in and just like stirring with all of her 3-foot might. And she will turn to the four of you, when you walk in and go, "Oh, hello! It's been too long, the three of you. And Winsler, perfect timing. There's some cannolis and pretzels. Help yourself." And she'll point over to the table where there is a plastic bag. In our world, we recognize it's just a straight up plastic bag of pretzels that you would buy from the grocery store. There's a yellow label and with black Arial font on it. And it's just like a half-opened or half-eaten bag of pretzels.
Oh my god, it's
And
no
there's
name pretzels.
It's no-name pretzels. Jesus.
And then there's just a silver platter with mini cannolis assembled and stacked high. It's almost like she made a Jenga tower of cannolis. That is like 3 feet high.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Standing
I'm
on
gonna
the table.
take one.
Absolutely. Integrity, you run over or walk over and grab a cannoli from the top.
Yes.
Okay. You run over or walk over and grab a cannoli from the top. It.
Uh-oh.
God, what does it taste
I
like?
really don't like the giggling.
The tower falls over and Celty yells, "Jenga!"
You take a bite out of it. It tastes, the entirety of it tastes like a overly tart apple. And you're like, you all see Integrity's face like pucker as this just tart flavor hits her mouth. Celty like scurries down her stepladder and will walk over to you, Winsler, like brushing like different stuff off. She's wearing almost like an apron or like a frock, and like she pulls out from like the little pouch in front of her a little like shaker jar that's filled almost like what you would put like pizza seasoning in at like a pizza place, right? Like the little
Yep.
pepper flakes. And it looks like it's filled with dead flies. And she'll put that like on the table and she'll say, "So, Winsler,
Hi.
you've come at a perfect time. Is Artisan, the tall man, is he around anywhere?"
By around anywhere, I can say that they're probably not on this plane right now, because they're probably still looking for us.
Managed to give him the slip. How are the other three of you? It's been so long. And she'll walk over and like put her little knobbly hands and like grab at you like your like the edges of your sleeves, like almost like feeling your skin underneath, like she's pinching your skin a little bit. It's kind of weird. Are you gonna let her do this?
Is she doing to all of us or just Mira?
Yeah, who are you asking?
To all of you, like everyone who's not Winsler, she's going around and like pinching your forearms a little bit and like feeling your skin.
I think
She can pinch my fucking metal arm. I'm not gonna stop her. Doesn't feel like skin.
I think Sereneth would like hold out her hands to be like a handshake.
Mm.
And then when Celty like takes that and starts like pinching it, she would like be confused enough to just let her do what she wants with her hand.
Absolutely. So this small little 3-foot blue-skinned woman with this white hair goes around. She pinches at your metal arm and you hear her like going under her breath, Mira. She walks over and like pinches at your hands, Sereneth, and will like, if you like put them out, she'd like turn them over so that she's looking at like the backs of your hands and like pinch at the backs of your knuckles and go, could I take a look around? And if there's anything that interests you, I will give it to you, and just in exchange for some fingernails made by chance, maybe?
While I was comfortable
Anything that catches
While
your
I was
eye.
comfortable with trading jewelry, and the memories associated, I am not so comfortable with giving, fingernails. I'm sorry.
you have to clip them anyways. What's the difference with giving them to me? It's not like you're going to use them for anything, right? Winsler, your friends are so unreasonable. Girl, you're so sit down. You must be so hungry from the journey here. Eat some food, relax, think it over. Don't just be rash in your decisions. Your decisions. And she'll then walk over to you, Integrity, and like start feeling at your like elbow
Why
area.
is she
and
like
be
so much more like creepy this time?
It's been a
around?
while since she's talked to people. It's fine.
She's like cranked up the creepy meter to like 100%.
So it's like this is just really warm in here. Did you close the door behind you, by the way?
No.
Okay. So this aroma of like you can smell this aroma even from the cauldron bubbling above you. It almost smells like sweet sap, like nice tree sap and like raspberry jam, like this sweet, very fragrant, pungent smell. And you just hear it bubbling, and like this bright red liquid is like bubbling, and like little splatter is going everywhere. Looking around, the inside of the house is red, but you can see splatter of this red mix, this witch's brew around the interior that seems to just blend in, with the color scheme. Integrity, do you react in any way to her like rubbing at your elbow skin?
I'm going to pull my arm away from her.
Okay.
Do you have anything new?
Oh, I absolutely have new things. Feel free to look around. The fingernails thing is on the table for anyone if you're interested in it. Not you, Winsler. No need for fingernails from you. But the rest of you, if you have fingernails that you'd be willing to part with for wonderful goods from across the multiverse, then we can make a quick deal. Feel free to look around. Winsler, could I speak to you for a moment?
Yeah, I kind of needed to speak with you anyways, because that's the whole reason why we're kind of here.
Yes.
So
Oh, I'm aware.
I should just be a second, everybody.
Serenep,
Okay, if you need anything, just shout out to us, okay?
Serenep
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah, Celti will bring you over to like, oh, yeah,
Sorry.
Serenep.
I was gonna make a joke of like Serenep turns to the others and says, "I don't know what clipping your nails means. I file mine. What does that mean?"
Okay.
It's too fancy. Always gotta file them. Winsler, she pulls you over to like by like your elbow, like a grandma, like holding onto your elbow and your arms, and like pulls you over. And there's like a small blue couch that she sits down on you. Or what? She sits down with
What?
She sits down with you upon. The other three of you, would you like to peruse the limited stock available at Celti's store?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
I want to see if there's anything cool.
There is a small display case that holds a couple of potions. One is a dark black potion, which you recognize from the last time you were here, which is a love potion. Only one remains. There is one probably 4-liter jug of this bright pink crushed cream soda looking potion that has these very, very tiny little bubbles in it. And there is one very, very tiny potion. It's probably only like 10 milliliters. And it has this like, it looks like cough syrup, like a purple cough syrup. And they're both just like right next to each other. And the disparity's kind of like, oh, interesting, right? It like the big 4-liter jug is even probably like propping up the display case, so it's not quite closed. What else? There's underneath one of the display cases, there is a very nice looking leather pouch that just looks like something you could put some fun things into. There is on a mannequin in here, there's a large feathered boa wrapped around. It is like bright pink with different colored, like almost like peacock feathers attached to it.
Writing that down.
And shoved in the corner that might catch your eye is what looks like a big, it's like a 2-wheel cart with these 2 handles that you could probably push around. And on it, and it's just this glass rectangle on top, and it says on the top of the glass, popcorn.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And it's what we recognize as like a popcorn maker. And everything, and then of course in the corner, or like shoved into one side of the room, there's a bunch of glass jars and like these big barrels of lavender goo. Do you all want to investigate anything or look at anything? Anything catch your eye?
What does this bag do?
Oh, that's just a bag for some dice or whatever, or coins even. I haven't gotten around. There's been more important things recently that have been going on, so I haven't gotten around to enchanting it or anything. But you can have that for free if you'd like on the house.
For free?
The best, like saying I love you to integrity. For free, yes. Just take it, use it for whatever you want, whatever purpose. It'll get back to me eventually.
That's the only thing that's free? Anything else free?
That's the only thing that's free. No, absolutely nothing else. The food is free. Feel free to have some pretzels or more cannolis, though.
I'll quickly snatch the bag.
Okay, you snatch it. It's cute. It has little flames on it, like a little Hot Wheels car.
Oh my god.
Sereneth.
I think Sereneth would ask about the potions, like the big jug and the tiny jug.
The big one makes you small, and the small one makes you big. It's very simple.
Oh, okay then.
I'll trade you for some fingernails. Think it over. Let it ruminate.
I want to look at the feather boa.
You look at the feather boa. Okay. Upon closer examination, and actually, do you want to try it on?
Yes.
Okay, you try it on with your already outstanding outfit: orange poncho, yellow rat tail and swan feather coat. Something else, a bright pink boa with peacock feathers upon it. Upon putting it around your neck, it almost feels like and wrapping it around, and you feel it move on your shoulders a little bit, not like tightening or anything, but just like positioning itself properly. And then on your right shoulder, drooping down, is the inanimate head of a actual boa.
Ew, I don't like snakes. This is gross to me now. I take it off.
Yeah, you just fling it back onto the mannequin and just get back away. And you see it even reorient itself so it's properly displayed on the mannequin itself. Winsler, as the others kind of go about their thing, with Celty sometimes looking over to tell them what a specific thing does, she'll say, "So, down to business, Winsler. You're here, I presume, to find that frog of a woman."
I mean, I guess if you want to call her that, is she an actual frog?
Oh, no, not yet.
All right. Anyways, we came by to to get some more information about where we could probably find her.
Well, you're in very good luck. I made an arrangement to get her to. I heard through the grapevine, as it were, that she was planning on coming back to Isithil anyways, just to revisit old stomping grounds. So I made a few arrangements to get her.
Are you sure not leaping grounds?
I'm sure not leaping grounds. Ugh, disgusting.
Oh.
What a disgusting person she is. Anyways, I arranged for her to get hung up in a few places, just to buy you some time. Then I might have had a couple of other conversations, maneuvered some other things, as it were. And now you're here, and everything's perfect. No adults in sight, just you and your helpful friends off to get me a horrible witch, alive and kicking.
All right.
Please,
all right, now
please, alive and kicking.
I know you told me, you told me the plan now, but you never actually divulged the information about where these locations are.
Well, Ferdinand is a marsh wish.
Yeah.
She went to the marsh. I enticed her back into the marsh. I didn't say, oh, I'm Celty, come to the marsh. I said some other things, come to the marsh.
I'm a frog.
And set up a little trap, as it were, for her. And so she's around there, I would hope, around the marsh, moistest marsh. You might have heard of it, Winsler. And she'll smile at you, like this very large grin on her face, Winsler.
I'm just gonna stare at her, like blinking a little bit.
Have you never heard of it? Moistest marsh, Winsler? And the rest
No.
of you, I think at this point, hear Celty like essentially yelling at Winsler, Moistest Marsh, which is
No.
a name that you all recognize, Moistest Marsh Beyond the Moles.
I don't.
You don't recognize. Moistest Marsh Beyond, or past the moles, Winsler. Do you have a map? Anything?
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Did you come here completely unprepared?
No,
I told
no,
you
I didn't come.
weeks ago you need to come here to capture this woman, this bat, and bring her to me.
I thought you said she was a frog.
Oh, she's everything. Every nasty creature. I hate her. Winsler, you don't. She'll grab you. She'll grab you by the cheeks and say, Winsler, you don't understand. She's escaped me 70 times. 70 times over 70 years. Do you understand that? No one escapes from me 70
Christ.
times. No one escapes from me once and gets away with it. Winsler?
Do you mind if I ask exactly why?
Oh, we used to be in a coven together. She betrayed me, and I need to humiliate and destroy her now. Easy. Simple. Revenge. A simple plot. Easy, really. Your involvement is only to bring her to me. But make sure she knows that it's me that you're bringing her to. I want her to suffer while she comes here.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, I guess that's where we'll need to go. So, great.
Do you need rope?
No, I
So,
think
like,
we're
time-
good on the rope
Integrity's
department.
integrity's thing, like
I think we're good on the rope
like
department.
lights up. Rope.
But wait, if she's a witch,
Mm.
I don't know if just regular rope is gonna stop a witch from.
You're students at a magical school, aren't you? You can't do something to make a fancy magic rope?
I don't know if I'm
And
if
tie her
if
up.
it's a-
You'll
I don't know if
find a
that's
way. Just get her here, Winsler. So I can throw her in the pot. It's simple. Do I have to spell it
fuck.
all out for you? I'm very sorry if I'm not. The customer service facade is gone. This is an urgent matter. You only get one chance a year. She's slippery like an eel.
All right, I get it. Don't worry, we'll get her.
You got it?
I
You're
got
going
it
to
now.
get it done?
Yes, we'll get it done.
Then we'll be square.
Yeah, like the shape.
The shape. Like a square. Like a like
fuck is happening right now?
a straight edge square. We'll be straight, Winsler. She just Winsler, looking at this woman, her eyes are bloodshot. Her face is cracked. Warts cover her nose.
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
She looks absolutely she looks gone, right? Normally she's very composed, very grandma energy. She is the most fairy tale witch you've ever seen her look in your entire time knowing her.
All right, good chat.
Good luck.
I give her a thumbs up.
Do you need anything?
Do you have anything?
Oh, I have all the wares. I have the regular Rupert slime if you'd like some. The same old things I always keep in stock. Some food for the road, even.
We'll
All I
probably
need
take-
is a few fingernails. Girls, all I need is a few fingernails. It's very important. Winsler,
I hold up my mechanical hand like I don't know what you want me to do here.
Winsler, tell your friends how important it is that I get fingernails.
She wants me to tell y'all how important your fingernails are.
Specifically the tall one. She has very nice hands.
Specifically the tall one.
And she'll
Wow, I
look
can't
over.
believe she wants artists' fingers.
Well, that's a good idea. We should use artist's fingernails.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I have him in a bag right here.
Yeah.
Do we have just randomly artist's fingernails in
Goes
that bag
goes
or
into
something?
Artist's house
Like,
and like
what?
sweeps.
Gross.
Like,
You know he does not
Oh.
clean up after his fingernails.
true.
Oh,
You know they're lying
disgusting.
That
around.
is true.
He like sits in bed and does it.
Ugh.
Yes.
How much is this popcorn? Popcorn?
Oh, the popcorn machine. I would say about 20 fingernails worth. So that's
Jesus.
10 from you. And she points at Seraph and says, and 10 from you. Easy. And you have just the one mechanical arm and then the other
Yeah.
weird one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check my fingernails. Like I will be looking at my fingernails and
Just
think if it's
trimmings.
worth
Just
it.
not the full thing. Not like root and stem. Just a little trim. Just a little clip. A little snip.
Are you gonna like come to their houses and cut their fingernails after they grow back? Because
I swear upon Ferdinand's eventual grave. No.
Eventual
you don't
grave.
like her.
Very soon grave, I swear. I don't like her, but I'm very excited for her to be in the ground.
Jesus.
oh my gosh. Well, I don't have any nails right now. I bit them off
Toenails?
on my way here.
Toenails? Anything. Anything. Please. You're leaving me out. You're hanging me out to dry here. You're my favorite customers, and you're just leaving me out to dry. Winslow, your friends, they're so rude. I'm just a lovely old woman. I'm just trying to make my way in the world to run this business, as it were, and they're leaving me out to dry. They're your friends, Winslow. You cohort with these people?
If you want
You-
to
you
call
call
it
me
cohorting, then I guess yeah.
The popcorn machine has a set price. There's nothing I can do.
I don't think I have the nails for it.
I mean, maybe if we bring Ferdinand back before, maybe you could see about a discount.
Before. If you get her back here quickly, and again, kicking and screaming and hating every second of it, very important, then make a persuasion check, Winsler, with advantage. I got lost in that, quite honestly, and I was not intending for it to be that long. I got really lost in
No,
there.
people are gonna love it.
All right, well, that was
Sarah's
an
just in
eight.
the corner like, what have I gotten myself into?
It was an
here?
18.
Ooh, she'll put a knobbly hand with a shriveled up pinky on your shoulder, Winsler, and say, if you get her back here by tomorrow, let's say, you can have it for free. On the house.
How does time work in this plane?
Well, it goes forwards continually, and there's about 24 hours in a day. 24 and a
How does it now?
half-ish.
What time is it right now?
It's about midnight, if I'm not mistaken. I don't keep track of these things. I don't sleep.
So, are we talking about tomorrow when the sun comes up today, or are we talking about tomorrow midnight?
Tomorrow, when the clock strikes midnight, if you are back here with Ferdinand, the marsh witch, you can have the popcorn machine free of charge. We will be square like a peg in a something, and we can go back to just having a regular customer service woman, wonderful grandma style relationship where you come and I sell you dubious magical goods, and you go off and don't tell anyone where you got them from.
All right, cool.
Cool. Remember, kicking and screaming.
Got it. Kicking and screaming. Yeah, I'll make a note of that.
Tell her that you're bringing her to here so that she knows the entire time. Again, she's a weasel of a woman, so watch out. She will try to get away from you. Keep a hold on her.
All right, so a frog, a bat, and a weasel.
An eel.
I'll walk
An
into a
eel.
bar.
An
Pet arc
ant.
too. We have to play all the pet metaphors.
That sounds like a weird dragon.
She's no dragon. Dragons are scary.
I'm just-
They don't run away. They don't betray you.
I'm just a bit curious. Do they have any special powers that we should be aware of?
They're a witch. They practice blood magic, the whole thing, you know? Like, imagine me, but still kind of
Oh,
evil, you know?
Can't imagine it.
Wait.
It's just, you're all very competent, from what I understand, going around and killing things and getting into whole messes in the multiverse. And so, I think that it's perfectly up your skill set, to just grab a witch. How hard is it? Just grab her
I'm gonna
Don't let
grab
go.
her arm.
Oh.
and drag her back here.
I'm gonna gently grab her arm.
Okay. She's like gesticulate.
Windsor being like, oops, I found her.
I found a witch.
Well, yeah, that wasn't that hard.
She'll look at you and cackle. Like, not me.
Got it.
Go get her. The clock is ticking, Winsler.
I don't know the clock.
I think of you very fondly. But in the event that you don't bring this slimy woman back to me, I just can't speak for the... I just don't go around giving favors and getting angel tears for anyone, Winsler. And so I just hope that you take this very seriously, And she'll stand up and pat you on the shoulder and say, now get going before she
All right,
gets
let's
away.
Let's move. Let's vamoose onward. Yeehaw.
Okay. So are all of you going to skedaddle?
Mhm.
Yes.
Well, we'll take
Okay.
some cannolis first.
You take some cannolis. Do you want to take the pretzels? It's like half a bag.
No,
Yes.
I'm also gonna take pretzels.
Okay.
I'm not.
Do they
gonna- I'm
taste
not
like
gonna
normal
take those
pretzels?
The
What do they taste like?
The pretzels taste like a salty cheese, like a very salty cheese.
Salty cardboard.
Oh,
Oh,
tasty.
And as you all leave and get into the little raft to go back to shore, she'll stand on her porch and wiggle her little fingers in a wave at you, menacingly and smirking.
got it.
Yikes.
What do you do now?
So I was going to turn to the group and say, why does she want my fingernails?
I mean,
No idea.
I think it's because you have nice hands.
But
They are really soft. Like
you-
at some point, you need to tell me your skincare routine.
it's not that hard. I think it's just like the scales sort of mat itself, and then it sort of gets rid of like bumps, ridges, that sort of thing.
Maybe she likes your hands because your hands have scales, and she doesn't have her scale anymore.
Wow.
I bet she wants to make an art project,
Macaroni and fingernails.
It's the right shape.
Gross.
just thinner
Gross.
and
Disgusting.
not hollow.
So the small
I'm not comfortable with any of
the
this.
small wash basin comes to shore. You can all clamber out. The snow has continued to fall. It feels like a beautiful late autumn Isithil day, or midnight, I guess. What is the plan here? You gonna start
right.
heading out for the marsh?
We gotta go to the marsh. That's
Isn't
it.
this also the same witch that we were supposed to talk? Like the one that artist wants to talk to. Is it a witch or just a normal person who lives in the marsh?
I don't.
I think
Thank
artist
you.
just said like spellcaster. So
but
it's like
don't
unclear.
witches cast spells?
Yeah, it may or may not
They
be the
do.
same person. I don't think we know.
That would be a shocking coincidence, eh?
Like, is this I'm trying to remember if this is the first time that at least my character is hearing about
This whole thing?
Winsler has
no,
to kidnap
Winsler
somebody.
told you guys about it when
I told you.
Yeah, Winsler was like, I have to go back to Isithil and kidnap a witch. And this was a thing that came out. This came out previously. I don't recall. I think it was
Okay.
during the kind of meeting in Serenep's room where like Delnus and Mira and Artis and Teb and Integrity and Angelica and Alina and Philip and Artis, where everyone was there, right? You remember that one right before
Artis
right before
twice.
Mira got her, arm bit off and all that. Yeah. So you definitely are aware that this was going to be happening. So are we gonna make our way towards Moistus Marsh past the moles?
Yes.
Let's go to Moistus
Most
Marsh past the
certainly.
moles.
Okay. I think this is a good point to end, and then we can make our way to Moistus Marsh past the moles next time on Trials and Trebuchets. Ben,
Ah.
can you give us an outro?
Yes. Thank you all for listening to this episode of Trials and Trebuchets. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. It got a little chaotic at the end there.
No.
Yes. If you like this episode, please leave a rating and review on our iTunes. It really helps us out a lot by spreading the word to those who still don't know we exist yet. Also, we have social media pages on Twitter and Instagram at Trials and Trebs. You can check out previews for upcoming episodes there. You can check out cool fan art that's there. It's a really good place to just consume more of that TNT content
Consume content.
that you so desire. You can also find a link to our Discord server on there as well.
Yeah.
You can join the Discord server and you can meet a bunch of fans of the show and chat with some really cool people. It's a great chill place.
Yes.
Also, if you're feeling a little generous and you want to help out a little more, we do have a Patreon page where you can supply us with financial sustenance.
Supply us. Patreon.com/trialsandtrebs. Yeah. Thanks everyone for listening to this week's episode. Hopefully we get down into the business next week.
business.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for
You're
listening.
all great. Have a great day. Smile.
Unless it's nighttime, then go to bed.